Well, friends, it's about 9 minutes to 6, Monday, June 26th. It's been quite a Monday. I am truly blessed. A lot of great things happened to me this Monday. Just incredible, one thing after another. Even though I had a rough, super early morning being showered by the sprinkler system in Sam's parking lot in, oh, I forgot where that was. Sorry, I'm super tired. In Roswell, New Mexico. I'm in Taos, New Mexico right now. But I've been blessed. I didn't get totally drenched. Realized it was just a sprinkler, not a downpour. I moved my motorcycle, which is a hard thing to do because it's a super heavy bike, 680 pounds, plus I probably have 150 pounds of gear in my 60 bar leather bag and the passenger seat, as well as the cargo trunk. I got photographic equipment in there, adds additional weight. Sorry for the windows, I hope you can hear. So, super heavy bike. I moved it safely without dumping it, thank God. Got out of the sprinkler system. Then tried getting some more sleep, then realized that it's howling winds, something like hurricane wind force, just gushing through the area between Walmart and Sam's, just all over the place. I've never been through something like that, whether, other than Hurricane Harvey, where I didn't evacuate on North Padre Island, my home. It was something super strong without the rain, of course. So I dealt with that. My cot bag that keeps everything in its place and nicely bound, zippered, blew away. So I spent probably half an hour searching for that thing, walking around quarter mile. There was a cinder block, about 7-foot wall behind Sam's, and to the left of Sam's was chain link fencing. So I got flashlight out, searching for it. I used my iPhone flashlight as well as headlamp, but that headlamp didn't work well. It kept on going off. There must be a trick or something. Let me adjust this. I have a makeshift tripod using my coffee mug, and I see it fell down, so bear with me. This is what happens going recorded or live. I couldn't find a stick to do this with, so I'm doing best as I can. Sorry for the shakes. Let me fix this. Build some earth up here. There. Be creative. Use your mind. So, I spent some time, let me let this vehicles go through. So I spent some time, half an hour, searching for the bag, and I gave up, said, it's long gone someplace, I'm not gonna find it. But I didn't give up, never give up. So I said, you know what, let me wait for the morning, sunlight to come up, give it one more chance. And so I went back to sleep on the cot with the wind blowing. Probably slept for another half an hour or so forth. Then it got super cold. Oh man, it was brutally cold. I put my jacket on with underlayer within that jacket, Columbia, and that helped somewhat, but my legs was freezing. I couldn't bear it anymore. After riding in 100 degrees to 115 degrees of South Texas in the Big Bend National Park and heading up Northwest Texas to Mexico, it was super hot. and my body was trying to get acclimated to that type of temperature. So anything below 100, hey, it's feeling cool. 90, it's getting cold. And, I gave up on that. So I said, you know what? Walmart 24/7. So I put my gear, some of it away, walked down to Walmart next door from Sam's, and I knew exactly where to go, sporting goods section. I had my Columbia jacket on, and the workers are in shorts, t-shirt. They're looking at me. Hey, it only happens at Walmart, right? So I managed to find a blanket, $10. Not too bad. I didn't want to get a sleeping bag because it's a big, huge ball, and I have no room to strap that on, and I didn't want to go through that process. So something flat, inexpensive. So I got the blanket, came back to Sam's parking lot, okay? Put the blanket over me. It worked for a while, but you know what? It was getting light by the time I got that, and light was coming up, but it kept me warm. So morning came, I packed everything up. I did one more thing, you know, thanking God for what an incredible journey so far. I made track to back of Sam's looking for the bag, did a complete policing of the area, and came back, and there was a little tiny, probably 2x2 little indentation in the grassy area. There was my bag for my cot, and thank God, had a blessing of finding that. So it was just awesome. So packed up, I needed coffee, I was tired still, made down the roadway somewhat and came to a convenience store, filled up gas, and they were out of coffee. The lady there said, just go, walk to the next door, same building, and it was like a diner inside, nice low tables, like a horseshoe shape, and a handful of people, mostly elderly people, looked like regulars within the area. So drinking coffee, I didn't want to seem rude, kind of, and just skip out just with coffee. So I sat down, wanted to be neighborly, do what the tribe does in the local area. So I sat down, ordered breakfast. It was what I anticipated paying for it. It was just part of what was meant to be. Then two gentlemen sat down a couple seats away, and wow, what a happening. And if you followed me earlier story on that, Don and Mark, what an incredible story. The gentleman asked me, hey, that's your motorcycle, it looks like you're doing long distance rides and so forth. We got to talking, one thing after another, and found out what they did. They train horses. They've got a ranch, and it turns out they have a Kentucky Derby winner from 2009. The horse is named Bird. 50-1 odd. Won the Kentucky Derby 2009. And they asked me, hey, if you want to come to the ranch and meet Bird and see the trophy, what a blessing. That was so cool. And that was my morning. Two great people. It was meant to be. Wow. I used to watch Kentucky Derby every single year. So that was the first blessing. I got on the road, made my way to Taos, and I got into Taos, Phillips 66 gas station, filled up there, came out, and a gentleman was filling up gas with his granddaughter, Medisol. I believe the gentleman's name is pronounced Fossil, something like that, I'm sorry. And he asked me if I knew who Dennis Hopper was. Yes, Dennis Hopper, Easy Rider, and many other movies, right? So he got to telling me, Dennis Hopper is buried just right over here. You want to go check it out? And I said, no, I'm not into, seeing grave and everything. And he kind of talked to me about it. It's just right over there. Then I got to thinking, my God, it was meant to be meeting this gentleman and his granddaughter and going to Dennis Hopper's grave to pay tribute for the movie Easy Rider. You know, I'm on this incredible journey. Easy Rider. I followed a gentleman and got to a small little cemetery. Nothing fancy, dandy, modern about it. Nice colors on, you know, flowers, probably not real flowers, but just decorated, all the gravestones and everything, wooden crosses and so forth. And it was rocky, dirt road, and I was just going, please God, don't let me dump my bike, because it'd be super hard getting it up. So I followed a gentleman, and there was, walking through several other grave sites in the middle. I mean, there's hardly any room, and I have no idea how they dug the grave, but I guess maybe Dennis reserved that, or his family reserved that spot. I mean, it's just close, clustered. You'll see it. I'll share it if I haven't shared already. And I was just amazed seeing a very simple gravesite, Dennis Hopper, famous Dennis Hopper. I believe, from what I recall, it was just a wooden cross with Dennis Hopper engraved, and all the friends, guests, you know, that admire him, leaving stuff, bandanas particularly. Lots of bandanas on the horizontal part of the cross. That was cool. Someone leaving a cigarette, a spark plug. And they clean it up every single year. I guess so many people leave stuff there. But I didn't know Dennis Hopper was from Taos. He was, I guess, born here, lived here, and his brother still lives here working for someplace. So that was my day. What a fantastic story. Now I'm sitting on a mountaintop in Carson National Forest. I came to Taos to pay tribute to my ex-wife, who passed away last October. You know, still young, very tough life. Even though we got divorced, I loved her very much as a friend, and, you know, thinking what could have been. But I always prayed for her to have an easier life, happier life. So she followed me on my last year's ride, and this year's ride, I feel like she's watching over me, just like last year, more so this year. And she's with me, just like Jesus Christ has always been. So this stop to Taos wasn't on my agenda when it came to planning. Last year I went to Santa Fe because that's where we had fond memories, Santa Fe and Taos. So Taos was a more special place because we did some hiking and hung out, enjoyed nature, kid around, and this journey is right here at Taos in a nutshell, and paying tribute to Kelly. So I'm putting it all out there for you. So thank you very much if you're watching this video all the way through. You know, I'm giving all of me to all of you because you've been so supportive. Now I'm just gonna record something more personal to Kelly, and I'll decide later whether or not I'm gonna share that with everyone. But it's something definitely I want to leave for my kids. Thank you very much.